Hey coin collectors and history lovers! Welcome back to Old Charles, your go-to channel for rare and vintage coins from around the world. Today, we're diving deep into the Australia 20-cent coin from the year 1976, a coin that many Aussies used every day, but today can be worth more than you think. What's the value of this coin in 2025? What makes it collectible? And is yours worth holding on to? Stick around, we've got it all covered. The Australian 20-cent coin was first introduced in 1966, when Australia transitioned from the old British system of pounds, shillings, and pence to the decimal system. The 20 cent replaced the old florin coin, and since then it has become one of the most recognizable coins in the country. The 1976 20-cent coin is part of this iconic series and was minted by the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra. During that year, 34.7 million coins were produced, making it a common coin, but that doesn't mean it's not valuable. Let's talk design. The obverse side of the coin features the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, sculpted by Arnold Machin. This portrait was used on Australian coins from 1966 to 1984. Now flip the coin, and you'll find a beautifully detailed engraving of a platypus swimming through ripples of water. This design was created by Australian artist Stuart Devlin, the same man behind many of Australia's circulating coin designs. This iconic platypus is a symbol of Australia's unique wildlife and a favorite among collectors. Now for the big question: how much is the 1976 20-cent coin worth today in circulated condition? Like the ones you'd find in your old change jar, these coins typically sell for $0.30 to $1 AUD. However, if your coin is in uncirculated or mint state condition, that is, shiny with no wear, the value jumps. In MS-60 to MS-65 grades, collectors may pay $5 to $15 AUD, depending on the quality and demand. And if you're lucky enough to have a proof version from a mint set, or a coin with an error like a double strike, off-center minting, or die clash, those can sell for $50 or more on online marketplaces. Here's what to look for if you want to check the value of your coin condition: the cleaner and shinier the coin, the better. No scratches, dents, or corrosion minting errors ***. These include off-center strikes, clipped planchets, or die cracks. Luster and eye appeal ***. Coins that still have that original mint luster are worth more. Historical interest ***. Since this coin carries Queen Elizabeth II's early portrait, it holds sentimental and historical value, especially after her passing in 2022. Did you know? The 20-cent coin is one of the heaviest circulating coins in Australian currency. It weighs 11.3 grams and is made of 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it that silver-like shine. Also, the platypus design hasn't changed since 1966. That's almost 60 years of the same artwork still in use today, so there you have it. The 1976 Australian 20-cent coin is not just a piece of pocket change. It's a little piece of history that could be worth more than you think. Let's travel back to the mid-1970s, a time when Australian currency had already fully transitioned into the decimal system. On February 14, 1966, Australia officially abandoned the old British-style pounds, shillings, and pence in favor of a modern decimal currency system. This was a massive change for the nation, and along with it came a whole new set of coins. One of the new denominations introduced was the 20-cent coin, which replaced the pre-decimal florin, worth 2 shillings. The 20-cent coin was larger than the other decimal coins and became a familiar sight in the wallets and pockets of Australians. By 1976, the Australian public had become fully accustomed to the decimal system, and coin designs remained largely unchanged. The 1976 20-cent coin was part of the standard circulation, minted by the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra. That year, approximately 34.7 million of these coins were produced. Interestingly, the coin's design stayed true to its original 1966 roots. On the obverse, or front, of the coin is the profile of Queen Elizabeth II, sculpted by Arnold Machin, a British artist and sculptor whose portrayal of the Queen was widely used on coins across the Commonwealth. On the reverse side is one of Australia's most iconic native animals, the platypus, swimming through rippling water. This unique and elegant image was designed by Stuart Devlin, the official goldsmith and jeweler to the Queen. Devlin's artwork has become synonymous with Australia's decimal coinage. In 1976, 20 cents could buy a meat pie, a glass of milk, or a bus ticket in many cities. It was a substantial coin in daily transactions, not just for its purchasing power, but for its weight and size. The coin was made from a copper-nickel alloy, 75% copper and 25% nickel, and weighed 11.31 grams, making it heavier than most other coins in circulation. This period in Australia was marked by political shifts, rising inflation, and economic reforms. The 20-cent coin quietly witnessed all these changes as it passed through countless hands, in shops, vending machines, and public transport fare boxes. Though 20-cent coins are still in use today, the 1976 edition has become a small but meaningful relic of Australia's post-decimal era. It carries not just the face of the monarch, but the weight of a time when modern Australia was still shaping its identity through change, innovation, and a fresh currency system. The Queen's portrait on the 1976 coin was part of the second portrait series. This version of Her Majesty appeared on Australian coins from 1966 until 1984, before it was updated with a new design by Raphael Maclauff. Now let's talk about one of the most important things that affects a coin's value, its condition. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced collector, understanding condition is key to knowing what your coin is truly worth. Most 1976 Australian 20-cent coins you'll find today are in circulated condition. That means they were used for everyday purchases, handled by many people, and show visible signs of wear. Common features of circulated coins include flattened details, especially on the Queen's crown and the platypus design, scratches or contact marks, lack of original shine or luster, dull or even darkened surface. In this condition, these coins are generally worth around $0.30 to $1 AUD, mostly for their nostalgic or collectible value. A coin in about uncirculated AU condition will still show most of its original design, but may have just a little bit of wear on the highest points. These coins are slightly more desirable and can sell for $2 to $5 AUD depending on demand and market. Now we're talking top tier. A 1976 20-cent coin in uncirculated or mint state (MS) condition has never been used in circulation. It was either preserved from the mint or stored very carefully. Features include sharp, crisp detail in the Queen's hair and platypus fur, full original luster and shine, no scratches, dents, or stains, a nearly flawless surface. In this condition, your coin could be worth $5 to $15 AUD or more, especially if it's graded by a professional service. If you're lucky enough to own a proof version from a 1976 mint set, you might be holding something special. These coins are struck with extra care and have a mirror-like finish. Proof coins are not meant for circulation and are usually only sold to collectors. Values for proof versions can range from $20 to $50 AUD, depending on condition and packaging. Also, don't forget to check your 1976 20-cent coin for errors. Coins with minting mistakes like off-center strikes, clipped planchets, or die cracks can be worth much more, sometimes $50 to $100 AUD or higher, depending on the rarity and severity of the error. Always handle coins by the edges, avoid cleaning them. Cleaning can destroy value. Store them in acid-free holders or capsules, keep them away from humidity and direct sunlight. So remember, the condition of your 1976 Australian 20-cent coin can make all the difference. A worn-out piece might be worth pocket change, but a shiny, flawless one could be a collector's gem.